So I've been able to clear floor 150 without any problems whatsoever. So I wanted to share the team I've been using, and I've been using this team since Scorch Messenger came out. First, we'll take a look at the passive tree, which mine is pretty filled out at this point, but I still have some ways to go. So if you're struggling with survivability, you might just need more passives. So for every stage that isn't a boss, I've been using this team, and it's been performing super well. Basically, it's just sort of your standard lockdown team, and you don't really have anything to worry about. And finally, we have the bossing team itself, led by Ollie. If you see my video for Wither Messenger, you may recognize this team already, but basically Ollie's going to be doing the majority of the damage, and the rest of the espers are there to support him. So you may be asking, why are we using Ollie? And there's a few reasons. His speed lead, but mostly it's because of his skill 3. So not only does his skill 3 defense break, but it does a certain percentage of the enemy's max HP, which against this boss means tons. So we're running a whole crew of support espers, one of them being Ira for the very important speed break, as well as being able to reduce the cooldown and make our other espers take turns faster. Next up, we're using Ude, who is really pivotal because she allows us to reset the cooldown on Ollie, basically meaning we can do a ton of damage more often. Next up, we're using Fabrice because he basically allows us to get some healing in vulnerability and lets us take an extra turn instantly with what other espers we choose. Then lastly, we're using Asenath because she gives us a ton of damage reduction against the boss's attack while also boosting our entire team's AP and offering good recovery. So now that you have the idea behind each esper, we're going to take a look at them and see how they work together. So right from the beginning, we're going to have a ton of our buffs up, and we're going to apply a speed break to the boss, and we're going to just basically set everything up for Ollie to start doing his ultimate over and over again. And the very cool thing about this is that you can see that Ollie does a little bit of damage in the beginning, but once you have the defense break going on, it starts to ramp up a lot. And while this is all happening, your other espers are taking turns and basically building charges on them to apply stacks to the boss, which is going to result in like massive HP detonations. So like now, for example, you're going to see Ollie go ahead and do his ultimate again, and when he does, it's just going to do a ton of damage to this boss. 18 million damage already. And that was a pretty cool instance where Asenath actually applied a ton of stacks to the boss because she was building up charges. Remember, your espers build up charges every time they take a turn. So now that you have an idea of how it works, I'm going to speed the video along and just put on some music, and I'll meet you at the end. So as you can see, you get down to a few turns left, but the team is just really clean. Like, it clears this boss really well. So if you have any questions about the team, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If you have a team that worked for you, please share it. Maybe some people would like to see that. But as always, thank you for watching.